Look at things like this. How is it not obvious that we get exactly what we believe? As time has gone on, and the older generations see the new generations coming up, maybe not in these exact words, but to some extent, they think to themselves, boy, if we left the world up to the next generation, the world is going downhill. People think that the world is going downhill, and in the art of believing that what you believe in happens, if people keep thinking everything's going downhill, it is going downhill. And because there is a good side to everybody, in the long term, we're slowly putting things together in order to take ourselves downhill. So, if, on another topic, like these two topics will meet, what I'm saying here. On another topic, if God was to be set onto the earth in human form and was like, I'm God, people wouldn't listen to him. They wouldn't bow to him. They wouldn't even welcome him. They'd question him. They'd probably arrest him and interrogate him. They'd investigate who he is and who he says he is and all that kind of stuff. So, but the truth is, God is here in everything. So God is already showing himself. So what he's doing, he's giving it, people are waiting for the end of the world, but what God's doing is giving us the option to either make heaven on earth or make hell on earth. And some people see one or the other, some people see a little bit of both, and some people don't believe in anything. And that's the whole problem. Because if we keep thinking that we're going downhill, we're going to keep going downhill. If you know that simply the fact is, if you can be good to yourself and everyone around you, and if you can somehow talk all the people around you to be good to themselves and everyone around them, then everything will simply work out. There is no way it can't. If everyone is pleasant to each other, nothing will go wrong besides things that we can all handle together. It's pretty simple. But for some reason, the big wigs and the corporations don't want us to be happy together. They want us to be against each other and compete. So that way, this person has this thing and this person has that thing. It's ridiculous and unfortunate. But if we all just try a little bit harder to be happy, what is it that makes you happy? Would sitting in a bar make you happy? Is that what you wish, that everybody in the world was just like that, doing that? Or is it that you think that lowly of yourself? Not every person that goes to the bar is a bar lush that sits at the end of the bar. But what's his perfect world? And what's the perfect world of somebody who goes drinking on the weekends? What's the perfect world of each person? If they thought that there would be a world that was perfect, why wouldn't they work at making it that, instead of just letting life be overwhelming to them and having to run away from problems? Instead of, if they have so many problems, slowly work themselves out of the problems, work towards the things they want, and do that. Because it's not that hard, but people make it seem like it's impossible to do anything with their lives. But that's just because they give up on it. And I believe that I have a way to help people not give up.